everybody. Good morning to you. How are you? So, I woke up just a few minutes ago and I was working last night. But while I was working, I was keeping an eye on Twitter to see if anything had happened with Chantal. She went live last night and her live was especially boring from what I hear. It was a nothing burger with a side of nada. And I also heard and saw clips on Twitter where she allegedly slapped at Julia. And I say allegedly because you didn't see Julia on camera. You didn't see Chantal physically slap Julia. You just heard the sound of her slapping Julia. Whether it happened or not, I am none too pleased. Not at all. And Queen Booker is none too pleased. As a matter of fact, when she saw the clip, she was very, very angry. Very, very angry. And I recorded something. I recorded Booger. She was being very vocal about how she felt, and this is what I recorded. Yeah, Booger was not happy. When she saw that clip, she was not happy. Chantal, I guess you haven't learned by now. Don't F with cats. Word gets around. I don't know how it gets around. Maybe there's a cat Twitter somewhere, but they communicate somehow. And word's going to get around about the way you're treating animals and have been treating animals. And I'm sure Booger was on cat Twitter last night just spreading the word. Yes, she was. But she was talking to me and she was making all them sounds and she was not pleased with you. So, on top of Foodie doing the boring live where she was being an idiot and slapping at Julia, she also posted a blog this morning where she went to the city, Damascus, I believe it was, and she actually did a mukbang there with the fake KFC. She was wanting to go there. She went there and she had a meal. She did not have Salah go to this fake KFC, get the food, and bring it back to where she was. No, 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 no. They went to the city. They were filming people, all kinds of people, as if that's a good idea. And she sat down at the restaurant and filmed herself there. Yeah. Doing a mukbang in a place where there are food shortages all over the place. People are going without food or have trouble getting food. Food is very expensive. She had the big fupa balls to do all of that. Chantal, you got nerve. You got real nerve to do something like that. I don't know what it is you think you're doing. If you think that by doing mukbangs over in Syria, it's going to put you in some kind of algorithm or get you some extra special attention, that more people are going to watch you. But what is the old saying? Be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. If you're wanting attention, you might get attention, just not in the ways you want the attention. I'm sure you're getting a lot of attention just being there because you stick out like a sore thumb. And the more you keep throwing your money around in Syria, the more people are going to notice. A lot. And I don't know what that's going to lead to, but the fact that you are in Syria and you're still being gluttonous, even though you know what's going on there, you know how hard it is for the people in Syria, you actually have the nerve to do gluttonous mukbangs in Syria. I can't even begin to tell you how much in bad form and in bad taste and rude and indecent that is. It's horrible and it's wrong to do that there. It's bad enough you did them in Canada, but to go to a place where people are suffering to that level is just insanely horrible. There's so much I could say to you right here, right now. The way you've been behaving in Syria, the way you're treating Julia. There's so much I want to say, but I know that if I say the things that I want to say, I will probably have my channel canceled. YouTube will take my channel away. YouTube is okay with you doing all kinds of stuff on its platform, and they haven't canceled you yet. But if I said the things that I want to say, guaranteed my channel will be gone. So, those of you that are here watching this react, just know I'm not happy with what she's doing in Syria, and I'm really not happy with the way she's treating Julia. Ooh, I want to say some bad words, lots of bad words about that. But YouTube has a problem with people saying bad words. So I got to keep the bad words in my head, but just know I am not going to be nice to her today. She doesn't deserve my nice. My nice is reserved for nice people, nice situations, positive energy. She's not any of that. So no nice today. No, we're not doing the nice. I'm going to be snarky. Okay? We're doing snarky, spicy, Rose, activated and out. She's awake, she's having her tea, and she's going to be reacting to Foodie. Yes. But before I get into her live, which thank goodness was not that long, it was less than an hour. Yay! We're going to get into the Twitter peeps. There is stuff on Twitter I'd like to show you. So you guys know what time it is. It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time for the Twitter peeps. Let me just go ahead and bring it up. And all right. Oh, for those of you that are on Twitter and you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And if you're someone, Twitter just ain't your thing. I get it. It can be like the Wild West sometimes. That's why I do the Twitter peeps. So you guys can see what's going on Twitter without having to actually be there. So let's start here with a post courtesy of Bad Seed saying, Foodie Beauty, Chantal's foot looks like my foot when I had a Liz Franck injury. Her foot is not normal. I've never heard of the term Liz Franck injury. I had to go look it up. So a Liz Franck injury is when you get an injury to the top of your foot, which affects the bones at the top of your foot, and that causes some bruising, I believe. So here's Foodie's foot on the left, and I believe Bad Seed's foot. It's a foot, not food. I don't want to eat your feet. Bad Seed, sorry. I'm sure your foot is fine, but not as food. Anyway, this is Bad Seed's foot on the right. There you can see the bruising right here by the toes and over here close to the ankle area, but not quite. And then Foodie's foot over here. I'll tell you what. If my foot looked like that, I'd be going home quick. That's not a good look. That doesn't just look like dirt to me. Chantal, you should be going home. Like, that looks bad. That looks really bad. Your foot looks purple, girl. What is wrong with you that you're still in Syria with a purple foot? It's not like you're going to get top shelf medical care in Syria. And I've also seen and heard that her fingertips are also purple. Goodness gracious. Purple feet and fingers. Foodie, come on now. You got to go home. Trip's over. You got to go. What are you doing? You're literally rotting. Oh my. All right. Fat Cow says so Salah and Foodie Beauty ate at a restaurant and paid $17 for the entire meal. Cool. The average salary in Syria is 120 bucks a month, and many don't even earn that much. A country that is currently having a food shortage at that. My goodness. Wow. My heart goes out to those people in Syria that are just struggling. That's crazy. I having to survive on less than 120 bucks a month. My. And she's over there doing mukbangs. And she's over there driving around, acting like a tourist, driving around filming people without their consent, without their permission, which is highly illegal. Sitting down in a restaurant, eating a ton of food, having a spread of food, not even a few pieces of fake KFC, an entire spread. Meanwhile, outside the front door, there are people starving. Are you kidding me? Really? Like I said, Chantal, if you want attention, you're going to get attention, just not in the way you want, not in the way you're expecting. So you just keep making yourself public. I'm sure that eyeballs are already on you. Mean Kitten says, what a mountain of a human, and her hands either look filthy or the tips of her fingers are rotting off. So, Exhibit A, this is Foodie at the restaurant. This is a screenshot. Her fingertips look very dark, very discolored. Foodie, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? What are you doing? You've got the darkened knuckles and the fingertips. Good God. Oof. Bored Potty Mouth says, I would like to introduce Daria, a suburb of Damascus. The translation could be off due to the grainy image, but this seems to be the most logical message. I'm enjoying having a look around Syria. So this is from her vlog. As you can see, she's filming people, lots of people, without their consent, without their permission, which she should not be doing. And it's a translation of this sign in, is it Daria? Daria is our town, and belonging to it is an honor and a responsibility. So always be up to this responsibility. What is the story of continuous success? And here is where Daria is located on the map. All right, moving on. So Perfectly Imperfect gives the recap of the eating vlog that she did for the fake KFC. Perfectly Imperfect says Damascus and KFG vlog recap. The knockoff chicken tour nobody asked for. And can I also add, nobody wanted either, except for the fetish people. Buckle up for another hot box saga. Chantal kicks things off pale, sweaty, and confused in her Syrian sweat lodge. She claims it's June 2025. Plot twist, it's July. Sis doesn't know what month it is, never mind what city she's in. Great start. She mumbles about driving to Damascus, the oldest continuously inhabited city on earth, cradle of civilization, literal history gold mine. And what does she bless us with? 4 riveting minutes of silent drive-by footage of bombed out buildings. No context, no commentary, just, oh look, horsies, in the middle of a worn-torn street. Culinary anthropologist she is not. When she does appear, she's slurping down a sugar bomb slushy, gesturing wildly like she's giving a TED talk to Ghost. By now, we've learned Damascus traffic is bad, and that's it. The camera is basically an unpaid dash cam. Finally, around minute 9, the big reveal. KFG. Syria's finest knockoff KFC. She awkwardly explains this from her stifling apartment, fanning herself like she's narrating a true crime documentary about fried chicken. We cut to her stuffed into a booth at KFG, wearing that poor pink shirt that once bragged about being loose. Well, spoiler, after being stretched to his last thread in Damascus, it's now holding on for dear life. She's wedged in tight, sweating buckets, waiting for her gourmet spread of fried everything. Of course, there's shisha, because nothing pairs with a Pepsi and deep fried mozzarella sticks like a lung full of flavored smoke, especially when your pancreas has filed a restraining order. Bless Salah, our accidental cameraman hero, who keeps giving us full, unfiltered views of her in the wild. Red blotchy, massive, and melting faster than her lip gloss. He's the real MVP. The only reason anyone watches these vlogs. The food review, quote, it was warm, modern, mozzarella sticks were huge, everything was fried. I totally go again, but maybe next time I'll get the grilled chicken. Sure, Jan. Next time you'll order a kale salad, too. She wraps it all back in her sauna apartment, fanning sweat off her upper lip while insisting she's too hot to eat, and Salah heroically ate most of it. Sure, sure. The verdict? Half the vlog is a silent car tour of rubble. The other half is her stuffing her fried cheese in an overstretched blouse. The only highlight? Salah's brave cameraman work exposing what the filters won't. So here are some screenshots from her vlog. And again, she's doing all of this in a country where people are having trouble getting food. There's a food shortage, and I can't with her. I can't. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity, Foodie. You're always complaining about people ganging up on you and bullying you and being mean to you. Missed opportunity for you to go to Syria, get a wake up call, and instead of being gluttonous, you could have given back. You got the money, you could have given back to people. You found some way to get food to some of those people, you know, but not you. No, you want to sit in a restaurant, eat a bunch of food, knowing what's going on around you, being oblivious to it or not caring, ignoring it. You're actually going to do blogs like this in Syria. Well, unwanted attention, like I said, you're going to get it and you're not going to like it. Guarantee you that. And when it comes, I won't feel sorry for you. I won't have a sympathy bone for you. Oh, that sympathy bone went away a long time ago, ma'am. It's not even in the picture no more. Mm-mm. Nope, it disappeared. It ran off. And I'm not going to go retrieve it. Mrs. Robinson says he doesn't look happy to be filmed. She's going to tick off someone, and God knows what people can do in a lawless country. Zero survival instinct. So here's the clip. So again, she's filming people. They're just minding their business and selling things and shopping. The first two gentlemen don't see her, but this one does. And he is ticked. He's straight staring. Ooh, that look. That look. Wow. Wow. So whoever was filming it, I don't know if it was Foodie or Salah, but if I had the camera somewhere, even by accident, somebody looked at me like that, I would pull the camera away. I wouldn't keep filming them. That's just crazy work. Clearly, the look itself said, "I don't want you filming me. I'm not comfortable. Why are you filming me?" And whoever it was filming did not read the room. Malarkey Meter says in her latest vlog, we watched Chantal, a country where 90% of people are experiencing poverty and hunger, Foodie Beauty proudly posts her gluttony on the internet. She displays her top tier cultural illiteracy for the world, with uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, shoving fried food in her face, smoking shisha, waddling around with a full sugar slushy, all with a smile. Keep it up, cutie. So here's the vlog. I don't understand how she doesn't understand that this is a really bad look to do this. Really bad look. I'm just shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. Kelly says, Foodie Beauty does a video about eating at this chicken place, barely even shows how the food looks. Then just says it was delicious. She always does the bare minimum. So I did see a comment in her chat that KFG stands for keep freaking going. And although I haven't watched the vlog, it looks like the KFG, that instead of chicken, that it looks like they are making deep fried uh, cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks to replace the chicken. I'm not sure, but that's what it looks like. She's pulling it apart. Essence says, I have just one question. Why are there 6 table settings placed out for 2 people? Good catch. Really good catch. And 6 people. And so if that was all for her in Salah, why are there 6 place settings? Good catch, Essence. Fantastic. Chantal, what site did you pull this off of? You must know of a site or something where you're pulling food pictures off of, because that looks really nice. It looks really professional. And there are 6 plate settings. Ma'am, you're a liar. That wasn't your dinner. That looks way too healthy for you anyway, ma'am. I had to include this. Cats with threatening auras. This is the perfect selfie. Cats in Paris. So which one of these 3 do you think was a troublemaker in Paris? I say it's this one. I think these 2 had to be responsible for this one, because this one's probably getting into all the catnip in Paris. D. Angry Scott says, oh yeah, Foodie, moving to a country with insecure access to food will have the weight just falling off, especially when you have the money to enable you to not have to live like the local population. We said it when she got there. Foodie will find a way to gain or maintain. Yep. And this was her feast, courtesy of Shenanigans, Chantal and Salah's KFG spread. Despicable. Disgusting. Her actions. I'm talking about her actions. I'm not talking about the food. I'm talking about her. Keep doing what you do, Foodie. People are going to notice. Some might question you. All right, I wanted to include this post of cats because, yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a cat, cats can play fetch like dogs. And I know this for a fact because when I got baby Booger, when she was a baby, like when I first got her, she was a kitten. She loved to play fetch with me. She still does. Even to this day, she plays fetch. So I would just throw a ball and she would do exactly what this big fluffy boy is doing and going to go get it and bringing it back. Cats can play fetch like dogs can. It's actually a cat thing too. Munted Monkey says it was very affordable. She paid US $17. Meanwhile, the average income in Syria is 20 bucks, 30 per month, according to Google overview. Wiki says US 52. I expect it's difficult to get exact figures at the moment, obviously. I despise that person beyond words. She is beyond despicable. Well, she's going to keep racking up that bad karma, and at some point, karma's going to come to collect. This is from Yog. Hey, listen, if you're outside and there's a donkey and there's a dog, you must hug the donkey. That's the rules. If you're loving on the dog, the donkey's going to, you got to hug on the donkey. Why are you ignoring the donkey? That's just rude. Donkey's like, I'm getting my share of love too, because I'm a donkey and I'm here, and what you gonna do about it? All right. D. Angry Scott says, perpetual, how do you say this? Peripheral neuropathy. Seems Foodie's body is doing fine without the insulin. Tofu says, why are her fingertips dark purple? I don't know. I don't know if it's a filter. I don't know what's going on here. I know what she's doing is wrong, like right there. All right. Queen of WTF says, how in the heck is she always losing her toothbrush? Jane Don't says she never had one in the first place. True. True. And you would think someone who likes to eat as much as Foodie does that she'd be very on top of her oral health. Because, you need teeth to chew. But Foodie's just living on the edge, I guess. Tat Von B says, guys, only insecure people make fun of looks. Imagine that. I am very insecure. I love making fun of a racist, bigoted, animal abusing, big back culture vulture hack. Got this from Are You Serious? So, a little context, a little backstory before we watch this. So, Foodie had some choice things to say about Sagittarius Shoddy. And I showed you guys a small clip where Shoddy was dragging her right back. Now all of a sudden, Foodie is saying, I'm not gonna make fun of people's looks anymore. I guess she did not enjoy nor like the dragging that Saggy gave her. Like she fired the first shot, but then when Saggy returned fire, then she's like, I'm not gonna make fun of people anymore. Well, let's watch the clip.
Area, and we had shisha and some anyways, yeah, we're gonna do the old souk. It has so many things to shop.
We've already seen it
the music
on other vlogs.
Hey, Mars.
Not yours.
I don't miss Kuwait, no.
Because they kicked you out.
And she says, I don't miss Kuwait. She misses Kuwait. She misses being in Kuwait and being in a nice apartment with AC and running water and fast food everywhere, being able to pick up her phone and get on a phone app and order food. She misses that. I don't know why she's lying. She's lying. She misses all of the comforts in Kuwait. She'll never admit it. She will never admit that. I don't miss Kuwait. Yes, you do. You just can't be there anymore because you're not flying beneath the radar with Kuwait any longer. You're under the microscope. And while you're under the microscope, you can't go back. You won't go back.
How does he feel about Madonna? He likes the song La Isla Bonita.
Sure he does.
You know what, Chantal? I think you favor the song La Isla Bonita because you tend to romanticize situations and things that really you should not be romanticizing things. That's why you like it?
Oh, sorry, Angel Fly. That's too bad. Sorry to hear about that. Yes, the power shuts off mid-ride. Yep. There was a couple power cuts.
You weren't on one of them, huh? Bald Rafai.
It was black.
I miss Kuwait, Burger King,
screamed.
and McDonald's. Look, it's her picture with her.
So it's super stretchy ice cream. Yeah,
her hands like
they
holding
like
her
pound
hijab
the
back
ice
the other
cream.
day.
It's really
Bald
different.
Rafai.
Foodie Saji popped the F off about you. She said it's a war now.
Yeah.
she's going to be fighting herself because I'm not in any war with anybody.
Yeah, okay.
And actually, I've made a resolution for myself. So I know
Really?
I saw your mama. She was like making fun of my looks, and you know what?
Mhm.
I'm not making fun of anyone's looks anymore.
Yep, big old coward. So you had some choice things to say about Saji. Saji found out. She returned fire. And all of a sudden you want to clam up and run away? Of course you would. Because you're a big old coward. You like to run off at the mouth, but when somebody confronts you on the things you say, when they retort, suddenly you're like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
Because
Really?
only insecure people make fun of people's looks.
Well, then you must be really insecure. To the umpteenth degree, you're insecure. Because that's all you do is make fun of other people's looks. You make fun of how old a person is. You age shame, you look shame, you weight shame. You don't like other women. You woman shame. Like you shame everybody for everything.
And
Really?
I'm not insecure. So I really.
Yes, you are. I'm not insecure, she says. I'm not insecure. At the same time, you make a point to keep yourself off camera as much as possible. Keep yourself all the way covered up, even wearing your hijab. Chantal, I have seen absolutely gorgeous, beautiful Middle Eastern women, beautiful women with their hijabs and their abayas on, and they look like queens. They look cool, they look comfortable, they look beautiful. You look a mess. When I've seen the ladies over there wear the hijabs, their hijab, it starts right above the hairline. You have your hijab down to your eyebrows, girl. It looks tight. It looks uncomfortable because it is. I'm sure you're stretching out your hijab and your abaya to the umpteenth degree. Your abayas look like bodycon dresses. It does not look cool. It does not look comfortable. And I'm sure because the abaya and the hijabs are so tight, it's making you overheat easily. It holds in your body heat. There's no air circulation.
Guys,
Oh, she's
You
not
know?
insecure.
I'm not doing that anymore. I used to make fun of people's looks, and
I used to, oh, it was a long time ago. I used to make fun of other people's looks. You still do. And you would still be doing it if you weren't in Syria. You did it plenty in Kuwait. What do you mean?
no, right?
Nope,
Be
not
carefree.
anymore. I'm secure.
Stretchy ice cream, yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
So that was the clip, courtesy of Tat Von B. And Are You Serious? And there's Queen Booger. There's the booger. So I posted this. Queen Booger, when she heard about Foodie Beauty slapping at Julia. Foodie, you have ticked her off. That was the look. There's the look from Booger. When Queen Booger gives you that look, you might want to leave the room because you got 5 seconds to get out of her eyesight. That was Booger. Hearing about Julia. And here's another post from me. So Foodie Beauty said in her live, Julia's belly hair was matted. Yeah, she said that. That Julia's belly hair was matted. Although Foodie has nothing else to do in her day, she could brush Julia. And she slapped at Julia. And she wonders why we can't stand her. F you, Chantal. Leave Julia alone or Booger is going to pee on your pillow. I hope that Julia pees on her pillow. I really do. And I hope that if there are any Legos in Chantal's house, that she steps on them, all of them, even if they're broken. All right, fat cow. All right, warning to everybody. So, the incident in question of her slapping Julia, you don't see her physically slap Julia, you hear the sound. I'm just warning you what this clip is, courtesy of Fat Cow. Does Foodie Beauty slap Julia? Approximately minute 45 in this morning's live. So it happened. Her live is 49 minutes. So shortly after slapping at Julia, she ended the live. So let's watch the clip.
Ow! Ow! Okay. She attacked me. That was ow! Ow! Okay. That was ow! Ow! Okay. That was ow!
That's weird how she made that sound after she slapped her. To cover it up? I don't know. I'll let you guys tell me in the comments what you think. All right, Mandy says, even Chat GPT can't believe it's real life. Chat GPT had this to say about Chantal's foot. In real life, if someone had a toe like this, it would be a medical emergency, especially if it's cold, numb, or painful. A black or dark purple toe can mean tissue death or severe vascular compromise and needs urgent evaluation. And she's in Syria, and I don't think she can get urgent evaluation. I think she'd have to get out of Syria to be medically evaluated. Yeah, like a purple foot, Chantal, ooh, not good. All right. North Star says Foodie Beauty, since Salah left Kuwait and had to start over, he got a car, a family home to fix up and live in. Julia, paperwork for her under his name, I'm sure, and friends. You still have nothing to your name, no real friends, nothing in Canada. Good looking out for yourself. You know, I don't know what Salah's up to. I'm sure he's got a plan, and it might be vengeful. And if I were Foodie, I would be looking out for myself and leaving. Enigma 2025 says now she's got 3 days left. She's still there. She is going to stay illegally until someone finds out. She is very spiteful and thus could be dangerous for her because of that. It is a dangerous game she's playing. If she's going to be foolish, nobody can stop her being foolish. She's going to learn one day. She's going to learn. She's got to learn. Enigma 2025 says, so did she give her location? She went to an amusement park for kids. But why? Why would you go to an amusement park for kids if you're not a kid and you don't have a kid? That's just weird and creepy. Let's watch.
Hey, Richie. No, Saber. Yeah, not a lion. Thank you, Carolina. Fruit slushies. I don't have the cooling towel. I don't know where it is. A lot of things got lost in transfer. So anyways, okay, so we went to this place that now while you're on the ride, sometimes there's power cuts. So we're sitting, there's a little area for
You know, Foodie, I don't know what you did at this amusement park. I don't know why you would want to be there. You don't have a child. You aren't a child. Why would you go to a child's amusement park? And I certainly freaking hope and I pray that while you were there, you were not eating food in front of those babies. Like if they're just trying to enjoy themselves, forget about life for a minute, and be children, that you weren't there with your gluttonous self eating junk food in front of those babies. I hope you weren't doing that. I don't understand why a 41-year-old woman would want to go to a child's amusement park. It's inappropriate. Very inappropriate.
if I'm gonna sweat it off. I don't know. I have it on. I'm not sweating. Yeah. So anyways, so there's this area, the rides are mostly for kids, but there's this area where you can have shisha and cold drinks and booza. Do you guys
So you went there to smoke shisha? You couldn't do it back home? You couldn't do it somewhere else?
You guys know what pizza is? It's Syrian ice cream. So there's a really popular place called Bakdash, and it's in the Ahmadiyya Souk.
I'm confused, chat. I am really confused. So she's in Syria, and she knows. She's absolutely aware. She has to be aware by now that filming anything over there is a big mistake. Giving out too much info about where she's at is also a big mistake. Her being over there, she's at high risk because she is a tourist. She's a foreigner to Syria, and she's flaunting her money, and she sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, all these things, right? You would think the safest thing for Foodie to do would be to fly underneath the radar and be as, much of a ghost to Syria as possible. Like, I'm here, but you don't know I'm here, that sort of thing. But no, she's being very public, going out, smoking shisha, eating her fast food, and giving out info about where she's at. So anybody who wants to know where she's at or figure out where she's at, she's dropping all kinds of information. Is this the thing to do, Foodie? It's almost like you're issuing a dare or a challenge of some sort of come get me. I'm here, come get me. Do your worst. Remember what happened the last time when you issued a challenge? You had to leave Kuwait. You sure you want to issue another silent challenge? I don't know. And I can't believe that Salah isn't telling you to shut up, because not only are you putting yourself at risk, but him too. Alex is shook, says Foodie just said Salah has to proof watch her videos before they go up. Well, he's an idiot. If he's got to proof watch her videos, and she just posted a vlog filming people, that means he approved that. And he's also on board with taking her out in public to the KFG. So how smart is he these days? Not very smart. DX on Twitter says, guys, who in the heck would someone need a toothbrush if they're only going to be there for 15 days? So dramatic. I know. There's so much drama. So much worry over brushing your teeth in 2 weeks. Fat Cow says, minute 45, Julia bites Foodie Beauty, and it sounds like she slaps Julia. 4 minutes later, she conveniently ends the stream. I can't say what I'm thinking because I'll get canceled, and all the YouTube should be canceling Foodie. They'll cancel me instead because I'm a small channel, and they look the other way for her. Step on all the Legos, Foodie, even the broken ones. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I can say. Perfectly Imperfect says, Mark safe from losing my toothbrush today. Yay. Priorities. All right, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. That's it. And now we're going to go on to the vlog, and I'm probably going to be zipping past a lot of this stuff. If it's boring, and I'm sure it is, I've heard it is, I'll just fast forward. I love the fast forward, but when it comes to Foodie, I really do. It's amazing. I'm just going to take this opportunity to be snarky to her because I'm not happy with how she's treating Julia, and I'm not happy with how she's over in Syria being a gluttonous beast. I want to say something else, but I can't. I'll just leave it at that. But let's go over everything. But let's watch her live. Let's get it over with.
Lip gloss at a yard sale. It might be used. Hey, Naughty Box. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna try to find my earphones today.
So Miss Travel Vlogger, Miss I want my vlogs to blow up and get put in the algorithm. I want to be a big star. I've been on YouTube for 8+ years. And I should have all the professional equipment, especially since I plan to travel a lot, and I do travel a lot. I should have the microphones. I should have the high quality cameras. I should have all the stuff to make quality vlogs. Nope, don't have it. Constantly we hear from this woman, I don't know where my charger is. I lost my charger. I don't have the proper microphones. You want to blow up and want to be a big sensation, but yet you won't invest money in good equipment, Foodie. That's okay. Your vlogs are trash anyway. So, trashy equipment, trashy vlogs. I guess it works.
Thank you, Reese. I'll move over here in a minute. Thanks, Nina.
Dang, she's eating that plum like it owes her money.
Hey, Ladida. Ladidi. Thanks, Melodious. Yeah. I had a really nice dinner. We went to this, I'll tell you a story in a minute. Hey, everyone's have a fan running too, about to have two going. No. Yeah, I always have to have a fan, sorry, but
Yeah, people in the chat are like, my goodness, the fan noise is overpowering the audio. I'm actually okay with the fan being over her voice. It kind of drowns out the boring.
let me come over here. Out of the fan's way. Fan noise. I know.
Oh, wait a minute. She just got up. Go get up again. We're going to slow it down. Hold on.
Fan noise.
Okay, she's about to get up. I'm going to slow this down. I want a nice panned shot, playback speed. So we're going to go slow. I want to see what's going on in that room. She's not showing us the entire room. I want to see the whole room. So there's the other couch. There's all kinds of couches in that room.
I know.
You know, putting it on slow speed actually makes it enjoyable. Y'all look. She's got nothing to do all day. It's one room. You can't keep one room clean, Foodie. You're in one room. You can't pick things up. You can't put things away. I mean, you decided to do this live last night. And if you knew that you'd be moving from couch to couch, you can't straighten up the room before you do the live. All that stuff on the other couch. There's a lot of couches in there. Okay, so there's a shot of the bathroom. I believe is that the bathroom or that's the kitchen? More junk. Look, she's got stuff on every couch in that room. She's just got random stuff like here, there, and everywhere. You can't just put it all in one place. You can't clean up the kitchen area. down in that basement and put food and stuff in there. It's just too much to take a wet rag and clean off surfaces so you can put things there properly. Like, stop. She's got garbage down there. Look, look. Cushions everywhere, garbage everywhere.
Go here.
All right, we're going back to normal. We're going back to normal. I wanted a nice slow shot of the room because I was wanting to see what's going on in there. How messy is it? How bad is it? It's already looking like foodie territory. She's got garbage every place.
Do you, Barbara? That's probably worse, isn't
Yeah, it is worse. So it went from bad to worse.
it? Is that worse?
Yeah. You gonna fix that too?
Have a drink of water on you. You can't have water, Kristen? Hey, Sarah. Hi, Mary. It's worse?
Is she using the microphone on her camera? And she's got the fan like blowing directly at her from the front? I think so, and that's why the microphone is picking it up.
Hold on.
And there she goes, bothering poor Julia. Chantal, why do you insist on bothering that poor baby? Leave her alone. Stop trying to touch her. She wants nothing to do with you. Look, I am here for this. This is the part of the vlog that I enjoy. I am here for this. The body language, the cat body language. Look, look. She's over here trying to like reach her hand back and touch Julia. Julia ain't having it. Julia has her back to Chantal and is not turning around. Unlike me being in the house, unless Booger is sound asleep, if she's awake and I say her name, she immediately turns her head and looks at me like, Mom, you okay? But Julia is over her. Look at there. She's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone. Like, ooh, look at the look. Oh, I see her head. Look at the look. Like she's watching that hand. She's watching that hand.
Also,
We got to take her to a cat clinic today to get groomed. Hey, Cheryl.
Are you guys really going to take her to a cat clinic? Or are you just saying that to sound like a good, caring cat owner? Because if that's what you're trying to do, you've already failed. Because in this live, you tell people that you got to have her shaved because she's matted. Had you been brushing her as you should, she wouldn't be matted. Isn't it something that BBJ, when she went to FFG and her family, she had mats in her fur on her belly, same location. Mats so bad that it took more than a few vet visits to get them all out. Couldn't do it on one go because of BBJ's age. But isn't it something that Julia has the same problem? And what do Julia and BBJ have in common? You, because you don't brush your animals. You want long-haired cats, but you're not going to take care of long-haired cats. And long-haired cats tend to get more mats. And they also tend to get more hairballs too, because hairballs and cats are a thing. If you have a cat, eventually you're going to see them morph up a hairball. And then you got to clean it up and make sure they're okay. But by brushing the cat, it helps to eliminate the hairball situation and the mat situation as well. And for the record, Chantal, mats in a cat's fur are very serious because if the mats get deep enough, They can go all the way down to the skin and cause skin breakage, cause wounds, cause infection, and that's why you need to brush her. And if you can't do it, then Salon needs to do it. And if he can't do it, then she needs to go to a good owner that will take care of her. Maybe the reason why she's giving you mad attitude is because she's got mats down to the fur and they hurt. They absolutely hurt. And since I'm a cat owner, one thing I know about mats, the bad mats take a while. If you get like a little mat in the fur, if you can't brush it out, you can cut it out with a pair of scissors. But if you let it go too long, that's when it becomes a problem and you got to take the cat to the vet to get it solved.
Thanks, Lolo. Yum, Sarah. I love having ice cream and slushes here because it's hot. Juicy juice. Hey, Tanya.
Yeah, a lot of people in her chat have already suggested to her, it's really hot there, Chantal. And if you're burning up, imagine how Julia feels. She's got a long, thick coat on her that she can't get rid of. People have told her, get her a lion's cut. Shave her down so she can be cooler and more comfortable. She hasn't done it yet. She went out and spent money on KFG, but couldn't be bothered to get Julia treated and get her shaved down.
So, our fridge works now from the peak hours.
We don't care. I don't care if your fridge works. I don't care if your fan works. I really don't care.
So we can plug it in from like 10, maybe 9 until 6 p.m. So
Are you looking for sympathy? Because you're not going to find it here. I have no sympathy for you. If you're over there whining and complaining about the fan works, but we can only plug it in this many hours, I don't want to hear it. You chose where you wanted to be. You chose who you wanted to be with and the conditions in which you both live. So don't complain. Shh, quiet.
during that time, hey Richie, no Saber, yeah, not a lion. Thank you, Carolina. Fruit slushies. She's a mischievous iblis. Shaitan.
Ooh, the eyes. People are asking the chat if Julia is being mischievous. And the look on Chantal's face. Chantal, look, I don't know what's going on with you and Julia, but just that expression alone. You know what? Let's go back to that. I want to capture that again, just so we're clear about what's going on here.
Fruit slushies. She's a mischievous iblis. Shaitan. She's been okay, but
That right there. She's not happy with her. She's not happy with Julia. She's probably angry that Julia isn't cuddling up to her the way she thinks she deserves. She feels entitled to Julia cuddling up to her, and Julia can't stand her. Julia never was able to stand her. Chantal, I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to ask a serious question. And I'm a cat owner, and I get it. You could be the nicest person in the world to an animal. Sometimes they just don't like you. It could be because of your vibe. It could be because of other people they might have dealt with before they got to you. There's all kinds of different factors. I have no proof. I have no receipts. But I got a feeling. I got a very strong feeling that maybe the reason why Julia does not like you is you've been abusive to her. That's why she hates you. I mean, if you're slapping her on camera in front of all of us, I can only imagine what you do when the camera's turned off. Then maybe you might be mean to her and yelling at her and treating her ugly. And that's why she has no bond with you. She can't stand you. She's not comfortable around you. That's why she's not giving you the love on camera, because you're not giving her the love off camera. That and the fact you got nasty energy.
Um, so during that time where the fridge is working, we filled
So, what did you do to her? What did you do to Julia for her to act this way?
up a bunch of water bottles, or put water bottles that we bought. Thanks, Ladidi. And we freeze them in the freezer.
We don't care. You told us this before, and you're an idiot if you bought an entire freaking refrigerator just to freeze water. It's stupid.
So that we have cold water all night until the morning. It's hot. 90s? Yeah, it's going to be 100 today. She's a hardcore beezer. So what else did I want to say? Oh, yeah. So we went to this, we went to like an it's like a little park that has like rides.
Why? Why did you do that? Why did you go to a kids' amusement park? That is creepy. I hope that you didn't film any of the children there. I really do. I really hope you do not put out a vlog showing those babies, showing the children. Please tell me you didn't. Please tell me you didn't go there and film children. That would be horrible.
Rides for kids and stuff. Like some rides adults can go on, but
Yeah, so what the hell were you doing there? If it's for children, what were you doing there? There's no reason for you to be there. You are not a child. You don't have a child. You were in a place where you did not belong nor needed to be. Why were you there? Did you have a creepy beezer ask you to film footage where children are? I suspect she might have some creepy beezers. I mean, remember what she did back in Kuwait? Going to a Chuck E. Cheese? A place she should not have been? Filming at a Chuck E. Cheese, and now she's going to a child's amusement park in Syria? What kind of beezers do you have behind the scenes, Foodie? What are they asking you to do, and how much are they paying you to do it? Are they asking you to put children on camera for a reason? I wonder. There's so much emphasis on children. Like back in Kuwait, going to petting zoos and zoos in Kuwait. Why though? You're an adult. Why are you going there? Do you have a creepy beezer asking for things they really shouldn't be asking for?
no.
Are you catering to PDF files? There, I said it. I'm gonna say it. Are you catering to some sort of creepy, feedy PDF files? Are you? For change.
Lost weight. Been eating like once a day and some fruit in the morning. Feeling pretty good, ECP. I'm back. Like I'm on my brain pills. It's not humid here at all.
Chantal, shut up. You're on antidepressants. For any antidepressant to start working, it takes weeks. You got to take them on a regular basis. If you stop taking them, you essentially got to start all over again. You're going to go through an adjustment period. It may take a while. So you're not going to get the full effect until you've been taking your medication the way you should.
I know, Nini. I had a shower and I'm like, we don't have hot water for some reason.
Why would you want hot water? If you're burning up, why would you want hot water? If you're hot, you want that cool water.
I don't even ask anymore. If something doesn't work or we don't have it, that's just how.
And you know what? I'm drawing on my experience from when I lived in Oregon. If you're in a place that's really, really hot, without wanting hot water, you're going to get hot water. Because if you turn on the tap, the water is going to come out hot. It's not going to be cold. So she's like, we don't have hot water. Oh, I think you do. Without wanting it, I think you do.
Oh, it is. But the cold showers are so good. They're 1 ounce at a time, Kristen. Oh. Will you get dehydrated that way? Luna Moon. I think people stare less. Yeah. I did read Trump is removing the new Syria president's terrorism designation.
Chantal, stop whispering. This is not ASMR content.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa. Thank you.
Either stop whispering or turn off the fan or point it in another direction. I feel sad telling you this. I'm a smaller channel than you. You're bigger than I am, channel wise, and other ways too. And I'm having to instruct you on how to fix your audio. That's funny.
Crazy pills. So, your team forced them to quit. Well, you'll be happy with the results, I'm sure, soon.
Why are people in her chat telling her she looks smaller? She does not look smaller. If anything, she's gaining weight. How is she getting smaller? Y'all, you Beezers, explain that to me. How she's getting smaller. Explain, please. How she's getting smaller. If she's over in Syria and she's eating basically deep fried cheese sticks, and cheese is nothing but fat. She's having an entire feast of KFG and bread and carbs and candy and ice cream. How in the world is she getting smaller? She's consuming a lot of calories and she's not getting much in the way of exercise. How is she getting smaller? Not possible. Absolutely not possible. Listen, I'm not even in the room with her. From everything I've seen, she's doing a lot of off camera sneak eating. Do you understand? I'm saying this as someone that I have a food addiction in recovery. She's not in recovery. Miss Mama is sneak eating. She'll go live late at night and she's eating late at night in that room. She waits till everybody goes to bed and then she's sneak eating. So she eats a little bit on camera and she eats a lot more off camera. But she waits till like what, midnight or so to like eat whatever food in the house. So she's not losing weight. She's gaining. In Syria, she's gaining. I would give her credit and I would say, you look smaller, Foodie. She don't look smaller. She doesn't. Every time she turns on the camera, her face looks different because she keeps messing around with the filters. She's not smaller. If she's getting smaller, then why is it she keeps busting out of her clothes like a can of biscuits? She's ripping through her clothes. If she were getting smaller, wouldn't the clothes be a little more loose versus looking like bodycon dresses? Thank you.
I don't have the cooling towel. I don't know where it is. A lot of things got lost in transfer. So, anyways, okay. So we went to this place that like.
And it's not like her clothes got lost in transfer. It's just that she's outgrown her clothes, literally outgrown them, ripped her way through them, outgrown them. Things got lost in transfer. No. They just don't fit anymore.
Now, while you're on the rides, sometimes there's power cuts. So
What? She's telling a story right here. What does Amber Lynn call them? Hootenberries? She's telling a hootenberry. She's trying to say that she went to this child's amusement park and she rode the rides. I doubt that. I doubt that the amusement park had a ride that she could ride safely without being over the weight limit. And no, I am not fat shaming her. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Like she's a woman of a bigger size. Most rides are, especially a child's amusement park, the rides are built for kids. The seating is going to be small. I doubt that there would be a ride that she could ride into. Like it would be safe for her. Even like a Ferris wheel, she might be over the weight limit. It might be dangerous.
like we're sitting. There's like a little area for like if I'm gonna sweat it off. I don't know. I had fun. I'm not sweating yet, so. Hey, Denny. 40 pounds? Wow, that's awesome. Good for you. Congrats, Kristen. That's awesome. Yeah, that must feel great. I'm on brain pills, also migraine pills. Oh, really? Yeah, it'll look nice for you guys. Or a little. Yeah. So, anyways, so there's like this area, like the rides are mostly for kids, but there's this like area where you can have shisha and like cold drinks and booza. Do you guys know what booza is?
I, I still don't understand why she didn't just find somewhere else to smoke shisha and have ice cream. Why not find another appropriate area or go home and do it? Why do it near kids? That's just so wrong.
It's Syrian ice cream. So there's a really popular place called Bakbash, and it's in the Ahmadiyya Souk. Hey, FAS. Yeah, right, Carolina. Because at least the eye makeup stays on, I guess. Okay, the vlog is ready. I just want Salah to watch it with me, and because sometimes I miss things, so he like proofs it, and like some things I forget. Like sometimes
I think she's lying. I don't think Salah is proofing her vlogs. If he's taking her out and being very public with her, which he knows is an unwise decision, if he's letting her film people, places, another unwise decision. Like he's encouraging her to make these unwise decisions, and then after they come home, he's got to proof the video before she puts it up. So you're going to encourage her to do bad, illegal, against the law behavior, but oh, we have to proof the vlog. Make sure you're not showing anything you're not supposed to. Salah, she's already showing things she's not supposed to, and you're encouraging it, and you take her to go do those things. So, what purpose do you serve?
I forget to make music, you know. So
You know, if I didn't know any better, I would say that Salah is deliberately taking Foodie and doing things with her and encouraging her to do those things because he wants her to get in trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say like that is going on. Like he's deliberately setting her up to get in trouble because that's part of his revenge. You got to know he wants revenge for her blowing up his life in Kuwait. He might be setting her up for some kind of revenge.
you guys are gonna see KFG a bit later. It is 7:30. Trying to check. So yeah, so I just like stayed with Salah in this area, and we had shisha and some like. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna do the old souk. It has so many things to shop. Hey JC, the music man. Hey Mars.
See, that's the problem. When you go out and you have the chance to explore the area and go shopping and meet people and do things, you don't. You don't really do the things that you should be doing. Not that I'm saying it'd be a good idea in Syria, but I'm just saying like when you went to Cuba, when you went to Thailand, when you were in Kuwait, you weren't getting out and just exploring the area. So until I just moved to this place and I'm still getting used to it. I love this place, but I've been getting out and exploring the area, you know, mapping out the neighborhood, seeing what's here, and talking to people. Like I want to be a part of the community. I don't want to be a shut in, unlike you. But you don't explore. You don't see anything. You travel to places, but you don't see the places. You don't do the touring. All you look for is the food.
I don't miss Kuwait, no.
Yes, you do.
How does he feel about Madonna? He likes the song La Isla Bonita. Aw, sorry, Angel Fly. That's too bad. Sorry to hear about that. Yes, the power shuts off mid-ride. Yep. There was a couple power cuts.
Chantal is acting like she went to an amusement park and she rode one of the rides there. Which one? Which ride did you ride? Because I can't think of a single ride that would be safe for her to ride. And why would Salah take her on a park ride anyway? That's just going to make her more public. That's just going to get more attention. Why would he do that? I think she's lying.
It was black. I freaked out. I screamed.
Sure you did. You're making up this story. If Salah had the sense of a billy goat, he'd be telling you, Chantal, you need to tone it down. Don't be so public. You already stand out like a sore thumb. Don't be so public. And she's going to go to an amusement park and ride a ride and scream in front of everybody? I don't think so. She's making this up.
So it's super stretchy ice cream. Yeah, they like pound the ice cream. It's really different. Foodie Saji.
Oh, FAS daughter says, Foodie, Saji popped the F off about you. She said it's a war now. Well, Foodie started the war. If there's a war between them, she started the war, making comments about Saji, and Saji just returned the favor.
Popped the F off about you. She said it's a war now.
Nice. Notice how quickly Foodie is backing away from Saji. Because she knows that Saji would go all the way off on her.
She's gonna be fighting herself because I'm not in any war with any.
She knows she would lose that fight. That Saji would win, no doubt, no question.
Anybody. And actually,
And yet when Chantal is behind a screen and behind her phone, she's all kinds of courageous. She is. She's all kinds of courageous. She'll talk all that mad trash about somebody, thinking there'll be no consequences. She'll issue challenges. Do your worst. Thinking there's no consequences. And then the consequences come and then she wants to cry about them. But she'll talk all kinds of mad trash about you. But then when you respond, she don't know what to do with herself. And she'll cry victim. You're a bully. No, I'm not. I'm just responding to what you said.
I've made a resolution for myself. So I saw your mama. She was like making fun of my looks, and you know what?
That wasn't the only thing she was making fun of. She was dragging you for filth about those nasty, crusty, dirty, crotch-rotted underwear. You know, the ones that he who shall not be named had a pair of and showed to the camera. Yeah.
I'm not making fun of anyone's looks anymore because only insecure people make fun of people's looks.
But you are insecure.
And I'm not insecure, so I realize.
Yes, you are. You're very insecure. Madam, you're so insecure, you can't even breathe. When you exhale, insecurity comes out of your mouth. You're so insecure, you won't let Salah be alone for 5 minutes. He goes into the bathroom to take a dump, and you're knocking at the door. What are you doing? Who are you talking to? Are you talking to somebody in there? Let me see your phone. He goes anywhere. You're insecure. You're afraid of him looking at another woman or talking to another woman. You won't leave the man alone. Back in Kuwait, you told us all about how if he left the apartment, you had to FaceTime him and you want to see exactly where he's at. And you probably have trackers on his phone too, don't you? Yep, and that's why you gave him the phone, because you want to track where he was going and what he was doing. So talk to me now about I am not insecure. A secure woman wouldn't be acting that way. A secure woman who's in love with a man and knows the man is in love with her wouldn't be tracking his every move. It wouldn't even be a thing. So until I was married twice. And I never acted that way with my husbands. I trusted my husbands. I cared about them. They cared about me. I wasn't all up in their business like that. As a wife, I understood, there's the couple time and then there's the guy time. guys like to spend time with other guys and do guy things. And that's okay, because as a woman, I want to spend time with other women and do women things. Go shopping, have a good time, have some conversation over coffee. You know, me and my husband could be together and spend time with each other, but we each had our own separate interests, and that's all right. A person doesn't have to be up your butthole every single second in order for you to be in love. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those wives that, yeah, I love my husband, but it's like after a while, you're like, I love you, but go away. I need my privacy. I need my space. It's not that I don't like you. Just please go away. I need to breathe alone. But that's healthy. That is healthy to have your own space. But you can't function if he's out of the room or across the corner or down the block. So you're not a secure woman. You're very insecure. You are very aware of the fact that Salah cannot stand you, not attracted to you, doesn't want anything to do with you. And he's always looking at other people because his desire does not include you. His lust does not have your name written on it. He'll go to everybody else but you. And you are forever afraid of losing him. And not out of love. You're not afraid of losing him because you love him. It's because you're a control freak. You want to control him. You want to be the puppet master. You want to have strings attached to him. And you're afraid that he might snip those strings and get away from you and go somewhere else. And if that happens, what are you going to do? There you are, almost 600 pounds. And you don't have a puppet to control. You can't control Natter. He's with Dee Dee. So what do you got left? You got Salah. And if Salah ever gets tired of your shit, he's gone. If he finds another sugar mama, he's gone. He finds a girlfriend, he's gone. And you'll be all alone. And you got abandonment issues, which are still not dealt with. And you freak out when you feel like somebody's leaving you. You should get that taken care of in therapy, but you won't. So to keep from getting triggered with the idea of being abandoned, you keep the person overly close and you don't let them go, and you're suffocating and you're possessive and you're too much and you're clingy, and that just makes the situation worse. That just makes the person you're controlling more angry at you and more determined to get away. But you are insecure. You're very insecure. You don't like yourself, but rather than fix those things about yourself that you are insecure about, you rather let them continue and keep the insecurity in place and drive everybody mad.
You know, I'm not doing that anymore. I used to make fun of people's looks, and no, be carefree. Stretchy ice cream, yeah.
Luna Moon Tokyo says you make fun of people's looks. Yes, she does.
Yeah, that sucks. Not anymore, Luna Moon.
Oh, not anymore. And that's because she's in Syria and she's got to watch her mouth. But if she ever went somewhere where she can run her mouth, ooh, she'd be all about that life in a heartbeat.
You don't need to engage, exactly. Agathon. You're still around, Agathon? That's impressive. That's cool. Thank you, Moms. Hey, Lorraine. So, the power goes off. So, anyways, yeah, I want to take you guys to, hey, Miss Chad. Where's your profile picture, Miss Chad? I want to take you guys to that souk. That souk. Oh my god, FAS. I didn't chat and quit because it's. Well, I hope this won't suck, but. Come to Syria? Sure. Show them what you realize you aren't mean to her. Don't fall for the bait. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not. I'm trying not to be mean to anybody, you know?
You know, so this person, Carolina, says, Foodie, she felt dumb when she realized you weren't mean to her. Don't fall for the bait. And it's making me think. Chantal, she likes to do the silent troll to Girl World. As much as she says she hates Girl World, she does hate us. She doesn't like us. But she always tries to make a point to get our attention, doesn't she? I think she deliberately says things and does things in her vlogs, in her lives, things that she knows we're going to pick up on and we're going to remark on and we might get mad about. And she's wanting that. She sets the stage for that. So would it be any stretch of the imagination to think that, like her doing the mukbang in Syria and her slapping at Julia, she's doing it on purpose to tick off Girl World. She wants people to talk about her. She thinks that by getting us angry, by creating the negative energy, that's going to lead to an uptick in views and money and all that stuff. Foodie, you're using the wrong tactics to get attention, using the wrong tactics to make money. I know you like to be negative. I know you like to be hurtful to people. I know you like to cause hurt. I know you like to stress people out. You like to worry people. So it gives you a kick. It gives you a thrill to get everybody all in their feels about things. And then when the negative attention leads to consequence, like say people reporting you for stuff or complaining to YouTube or whatever it is, then you get mad. You want the attention, you want the money part that comes from the attention, but you don't want the other stuff that comes from the attention. And yet you keep inviting it into your life. You really need to stop trolling people.
Hey, Brandon, when it comes to that, I mean, I did like a small impression, but I was only like trying to be funny, not like mean.
No, 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 no. You weren't trying to be funny. You are just kicking dust at anybody you can think of. You're literally trying to pick a fight. You're picking fights with people. You're looking for someone to pick a fight with. Anybody will do. Any attention will do.
You know, it's the moon. Oh wow, Syria bees forever. There has been bombs not far yet. Yes, not lately, but in the wartime.
Here's the comment I was talking about. Christy S says KFG stands for keep freaking going, according to Google.
But no, I don't. I have nothing against anybody, and I'm just trying to do my thing and be nice to people.
So she just says, essentially, she just confessed to, I wasn't really trying to be mean. I was just trolling. I wanted some attention. I need attention.
Turkey? Yeah, I know. I don't know if I want turkey veneers, but I want turkey hair. I haven't been scored. It's too much to ask because I can't afford to right now. I guess we'll see. Maybe someday. How much is it?
Okay, so somebody's bringing up a comment saying, Witchy says, isn't Saji a Canadian hooker? Is Saji in Canada? Does she live in Canada? I mean, I don't watch Saji. Is she in Canada? Maybe that's the reason why Chantal backed off real quick. Because if there's a chance of her going back to Canada, she does not want to deal with Saji.
Chrissy. Oh, hey, Richie. Yeah, Kristen.
Chantal, who are you blocking? You keep touching the camera, and I know those fingers. Those are your blocking fingers. Who are you blocking?
No, it's not Brooke. It's not him approving. It's just making sure I didn't make it's just like a second set of eyes looking at it. Weight loss surgery. $1 a plug. So you probably need thousands.
And why are people still suggesting for her to get weight loss surgery? It's not going to happen. She's not going to get weight loss surgery in any country. No doctor who cares is going to touch her. She would DIE on the table. Given her health issues, she would DIE. She wouldn't make it off the table. And even if she did, even if she were lucky and she made it off the table, she's still got the food issue in her head. There's no surgeon in the world that could cut addiction out of your head, which is where it is, not her stomach. If she got surgery to reduce the size of her stomach or the lap band or whatever, she would go right back in the hospital. She would bust her stomach open. She would rupture her stomach, or she would make herself vomit over and over and over again, because that part of her brain wants to have a bee moment and she won't physically be able to. Her stomach will not be able to do it. So all you beezers, y'all, get educated. People who get WLS, they got to go through a whole process to get weight loss surgery. Doctors do things for a reason. If you want WLS, they make you jump through a whole bunch of hoops, including a psych evaluation. And then 2 weeks before the surgery, so I hear, you essentially have to be on a liquid diet to clean your system out, because they can't operate on you with a system full of waste. And they want to see progress, that you are losing weight, just to make sure that the surgery that they do sticks. There's a whole thing. Does anybody think that Foodie can do a liquid diet for 2 weeks? I don't think so. I really don't think so. She'd fail that part. She wouldn't make it 20 seconds without fast food. Couldn't do it. Nope. And after the surgery's over, guess what? There's stuff you can't eat anymore. There's stuff you can't drink anymore. I've heard you can't drink soda no more. No carbonated drinks. You can only eat small amounts of food at a time. If you eat over a certain amount, you will vomit. There's just stuff you can't have no more, or at least for a long, long time. She wouldn't be able to deal. So you beezers, stop suggesting WLS to her. It ain't gonna happen.
Do I like the country? Hey, Amy Joe. They have good doctors. Hey, Posh Champ. I would like to get, imagine a hair, but the thing is nobody will be able to see it anyways. But it'll be for me and my sweet love, I guess. Okay. What was I saying? So do I like it here? Yes. I can't compare it to Canada. They're very different, obviously. No, for sure, Kristen, yeah. But nothing worthwhile is easy, right? People lose a kidney. Bald refi? I'm not bald.
You are bald. In a recent vlog, you showed a lot of your forehead. You are bald. It's okay, Chantal. I don't know where the shame is coming from that you can't just say, yeah, I'm rocking the bald underneath my hijab. What's wrong with saying that? You have patches of bald spots on your head, and then you wisely decided to shave off all your hair, and you were rocking the bald. And you're still rocking it. Why can't you admit that you're bald? You keep insisting on trying to tell people, yeah, I've got long, luxurious, thick hair. It's down to my waist. Girl, quit. Stop it. Stop it. You don't have that hair. You don't have hair at all.
Maybe a little. Hey, teardrop.
No, you don't have hair at all. Oh, doggone it.
I'm on brain pills, also migraine pills. Oh. I'm still married, yeah. Have you lost your widow's peak hair? No. I still have it. I don't know why. It's sweaty, so it was like slicked right back. Maybe I don't know. Mons. Well, definitely. You know, like it's just different. You're just always busy here.
I know I can't imagine being so desperate for a guy, to hold on to a guy, that I would do as Chantal has done. That I would sign on to go to a war torn country and suffer just to be near a dude. I can't relate. Like, she must be working overtime off camera to maintain Delulu land in her head, to convince herself this is where I want to be, and I'm really happy here, and there's nothing wrong, and I'm not suffering at all. Mentally, she is doing Olympic style gymnastics, backflips and somersaults and pole jumps and all that, trying to convince herself that she's made the right choice and the right decision. You know what, Chantal? You know what's the most amusing thing about you is, you, ma'am, you refuse to admit when you're wrong. Your refusal to admit when you've made a bad choice. We all make bad choices. We all make mistakes. It's part of being human. No one's perfect. No one's saying they have to be perfect. But you have an obsession with portraying a perfect life. And in your version of a perfect life, you are never wrong. You never make a bad choice. Every choice you make is the smart one. Wrong. You make bad choices on the world stage in front of people. You don't like it when people call you out on those bad choices, and then you double down. But it's your inability to take accountability and responsibility and just admit to being human. Like, I made a bad choice, I made a bad call, that you end up making worse choices to go with the first bad choice. You're so concerned with not getting egg on your face with Girl World. You don't want, say, 12 eggs being thrown on your face. You don't want that dozen eggs thrown on you. So you'll make another bad choice. And what ends up happening is you get the whole egg truck. All the cartons of eggs thrown at you. You make a bad situation 10 times worse. All because you won't simply say, I was wrong. I made an error in judgment. This was not good for me. You just won't do it. You're obsessed with, I live a perfect life and I'm smart and I know what I'm doing, when clearly you don't know what you're doing. But you have to be better than all of us, huh? All of us minions, all of us peasants, living our simple lives in our simple little houses, driving the simple cars. You got to be better than all of us, huh? And yet you're 1,000 times worse. Because most of us could say, yeah, I made a bad choice. I was stupid, or I wasn't informed, or I wasn't educated, and I learned. You convinced yourself you know the right answer every time. You know what? No one has the right answer all the time. Not me, not anybody else, anybody else. We all make errors in judgment. It's all right. But she just can't admit when she's wrong, which leads to more humiliation, more embarrassment, more bad energy, more bad everything. Everything bad. You bring it on yourself, Foodie.
With doing stuff. I don't know. Hey, Miss Beth. Just get them plugs it up till anyone. Get the ball. Yeah, it's far back, but You need avocado toast for breakfast? Ugh.
Who is this person? Dr. Agathon Carver saying get WLS in Turkey and turn the camera off until you're down 100 pounds. Chantal, you've got frenemies in your chat. You've got buddy trolls in your chat giving you advice. They must be buddy trolls. They must be like, haters in disguise to say things like that to you.
Maybe. Yeah, I shaved my head. I have not tried vanilla.
And Dr. Agathon Carver, for her to get down 100 pounds off camera, you're suggesting for her to do the same, to do the thing that Nikocado Avocado did, to pull a Nikocado Avocado, because that's what he did. He filmed a whole bunch of content, and then he just scheduled it to upload and play on his channel, and off camera he was losing weight. You want her to do the Nick thing. But Chantal, for her to lose 100 pounds, it's going to be a while. It might take months and months, and that's only if she gets on top of her food problem, which she never will.
Accident. Any regrets? I don't have regrets, but maybe. No, I don't really have regrets coming here because it was that, or like get all reestablished in Canada again, and I don't know. Turn off the camera till you lose 100 pounds. What's he busy doing? He's snoozing right now. Miss Beth.
Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for it. Where's Salah? He's sleeping. He's always sleeping. Always sleeping.
Welcome to Vancouver Beach. Where should be?
And yet I remember back in Kuwait when she would go live late at night, and he'd be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So why is he sleeping now? Honestly, I don't know how anybody could sleep in the heat that they're dealing with, because, ooh, yeah, I know the heat makes you tired, but man, is it hard to sleep in heat like that. You're so uncomfortable. Like you're miserable, you're sweating. It's hard to sleep like that. Even when you wake up, you feel drained.
Okay, thank you for joining. Organ stealing.
So, I mean, okay, question. She says in this live that Salah has to proof every video before it goes out. Right? She said that. And when she puts out a vlog, he's got to look at it and make sure that it's okay. Although I doubt that. I don't believe that. But yet, he's going to let her go live, and get in front of people when he knows all too well that she will run her mouth, and that can lead to trouble. So he's got to proof the vlogs, but let her go live and potentially say something or do something to get them both in trouble. Make it make sense.
Alopecia. Naughty, yeah. Plain Pringles. Hey, TLS girl. Larry. No, we haven't been to a mosque yet. Hey, Bunny Ratchet. What the heck? Cement in their butt. Ilya. New body is coming. Hey, normal set. Yeah, shaving your head, it felt good. Cheese Pringles. I love cheese Pringles. I like pizza Pringles. Yeah, I can travel whenever I want, Miss Beth, but I don't know. Good night, me. I'm hungry. The problem is I want chicken and I have to wait till 2 if I want chicken. When to shave your head for brain surgery? Juice. Juice.
Okay. She took a long break in the middle of her live. Look. When did she come back?
There?
Oh, there she is. But in the middle of her live, taking a long break.
We understand you need a fan.
Rude.
Hey, Miss Beth. It's a plum plum. Hey, YouTube. My day hasn't really started yet. Normal set. It's like 7:44.
You know what, Chantal? You got a serious oral fixation. Like you got to always be putting something in your mouth, whether it's a cigarette or food. You just have an oral fixation. Like something's got to always be in your mouth.
Thanks, Weird Barbie. Angela, I know. Thank you, normal set. Jenny. That can be a challenge, huh? Thank you, YouTube.
Or even eat that.
Thanks, Melodious Daisy. The KFG vlog, Velma, is going to be out very soon. For sure today. Loganberry. That took all my lip gloss off, so yeah. I'm going to see what they have at the souk. Green kiwis. The golden kiwis are good. Champagne mangoes. Hey, Teddy Bear. Thanks, time spoken. The souk, it's the Al Hamadia souk. It's souk is market, Kristen, in Arabic, so it's like sweating releases toxins, but I got to make sure to drink a lot of water. A taxi from here to Damascus, even though it's pretty far, probably about $5 US. A Pepsi, Agathon. I'm taking them into consideration. Thank you, Tayaba. Thank you. Thank you, Teardrop. Come say hi. Cheeses, yeah. I'm trying to eat in moderation, basically.
No, you're not. You went to KFT and that was not moderation. That was a portion of like 4 or 5 people. What do you mean?
You know, even the KFG moderation, I had.
That's not moderation. I just saw clips on Twitter about it. How is that moderate? What are you talking about?
A bit of it. I'm not used to eating greasy foods right now.
Excuse me? I'm not used to eating greasy foods. When you were back in Kuwait, that's all you ate. Are you serious?
So anytime I eat something that's pretty greasy,
Yeah, but then you turn around and Chantal, you had your gallbladder removed ages ago. That means you should not be eating greasy, oily, fatty foods. And yet you eat a lot of them. And you gotta know, I'm sure you do know, that when you eat the greasy, fatty foods, the cheese, it is going to cause some intestinal distress. You're going to diarrhea, and yet you keep eating them. So you are fully aware of the fact you have no gallbladder. You know how your body behaves after eating certain things, and yet you set yourself up to feel sick. You do.
I would make it rain. Excuse me. Hey, Vegas doll. No credit cards at all. No. You can't use bank card, credit card. You know? Thanks, Julia Dickinson. Hello. Or Dixon, sorry. No, I haven't, Mimi. I've had something like that, though. Like the boursin. I could find a seamstress, I'm sure.
And the problem with Chantal is she's not going to be there long enough to find a seamstress. And for a seamstress or a tailor to put together something that she could wear, it would take a minute. It would.
Right, Teardrop? It's so, like, funny. Cottage cheese and melon is so good. I don't know if they have cottage cheese here, but we're gonna take you guys to a supermarket to wash dishes. Yeah, we're settled.
Chantal, don't do that. Don't find a supermarket and film people in the supermarket. That is so rude. There are people in the market, they just want to shop. And you're going to be putting people on camera, potentially children. What if there are people in the market that they don't want people to know that they're there? And you're going to be putting them on YouTube. Is that really wise for you to do?
Laying down, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Does the souk carry plus size clothes? I don't know. Thanks, time spoken. It's not hard to exchange money. I have to eat a lot of cottage cheese. Give me recipe. Yeah. Cottage cheese is high in protein. You remember to take your meds. Eating chicken and being self-righteous. Thank you, Elise. Yo from a distance. Yo smells like onion rings, I find.
Okay, you know what? We're cutting it off here. We're cutting it off here. She's hungry, and because she's hungry, she's thinking about food. So she's talking more about food because her mind is fixating more on we want food, we want food, we want food. Let's talk about food. Let's think about food because as soon as the camera's off, she's going to eat. She's going to find something to eat, I promise you. Those plums that she ate wasn't going to get the job done. Like her mind is just like more and more. Feed me. So the rest of this is probably just food. Plus, there's that section of her slapping at Juliet, and I don't want to see that again. I really don't. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.